If you're new to my channel, my name is Tiana, and if you guys are returning, it's nice to see you guys again. So it seems like you guys really like when I do like Mary Kay videos, and if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I like a lot of their products, and I'm so happy because today I'm going to be testing out their new foundation. They sent me a nice little box of things and I'm excited to share most of it with you. Some of it is going to come in a summer favorites video, but today we are going to be trying out their new foundation and I'm so excited because I have it on right now. I'm also doing a wear test throughout this video, and I also have some clips on how I apply it. Not a beauty expert, but I'm doing my best to give you guys the best video that I can. So make sure to go follow me on my Instagram. All my social medias are going to be linked in the description down below, and make sure to subscribe if you have not. So without further ado, let's get right into this. I took their online test to see what skin tone I would be, and I have to say I'm pretty surprised at how well and accurate it was. They sent over 2 shades of Ivory C and 1 shade of Ivory N. I personally love the shade Ivory N. It's what I'm wearing now. It's what I'm wearing in my 2 other types of clips. I just love that shade so much. I feel like it's more me. This one, the Ivory C, it can be me. I would just kind of have to add a couple of things to it to darken it up, or just make sure to add like bronzer and stuff. But I've got to say, if you're not sure what shade you are, that is a really good shade test to use. I find it's a really accurate one compared to a couple of other ones that I've used in the past. I personally like their shade range. I found it easy to find a shade for me, and I also found that they had quite a few options on there. The foundation is $28. I do think that's a pretty good price considering that some of the drugstore foundations are around like $18 to $20, and high-end foundations like the one that I currently use, the Guerlain one, is $65, so I feel like this one is a very good price in my opinion. They also sent me their new lipstick, and this is in Paparazzi Pink. This is so pink, but for this video I am going to be reviewing the brush and the foundation. This is for combination to oily skin. I do have combination skin, and sometimes I am more on the dry side, so if I am more on the dry side, I make sure to apply a good primer just because I need to hydrate my face because it is a matte foundation. So if you have dry skin and you want this foundation because you want a matte foundation, make sure to hydrate your skin, because I find if you have dry skin with a matte foundation, it kind of starts to pick up on little things. So this is good for sensitive skin. I have sensitive skin. Nothing's happened, no breakout. It is oil-free and fragrance-free. I noticed it was fragrance-free and I liked that, just because sometimes with makeup I find there can be too much fragrance going on, so there's no fragrance, if you're wondering. Let's talk about their blending brush for a couple seconds here. I love their blending brush. I find it is so soft, and it does a really good job to blend everything. I think it's a very good brush, and I really like it. Maybe you like brushes but you don't like the streaks. This is a very good brush. The only thing is, if you have like acne spots, because I had a couple, I have a bug bite up here, you know, a couple acne spots here. I personally think if you take like your beauty blender, in my case I would just take my Juno and Co sponge and just lightly dab the spots that need extra foundation to build it up. You can build up this foundation. What I like is when you first apply it, it doesn't dry down too fast. I find it takes a little bit of time to dry down, so you do have time to move everything around. The foundation went on very nice, and if the one thing is it's very liquidy, so when you go to take it out of the like container, because it is like a squeeze, just watch because it can come out very quickly. Just a warning. Okay, so just note that it can come out very quickly, but other than that, it is really good. So I do find it takes a while to dry. Like I said, I personally do not use any powders on top. The reason why is because, again, I have more of a dry skin. Some spots are oily, but I just find the look for me is a lot better if I don't apply a powder, because then it's going to look too dry and not natural. This is supposed to be more of a natural foundation. It's supposed to just make your skin look a lot nicer and younger and fresh, and it's supposed to last 12 hours. This foundation looks very, very nice on the skin. I really, really like it. You can just put it in your purse, put it in your makeup bag, and go. It's very, very easy. Now you guys are gonna go through my check-in times to see how long I wore it, how it wears throughout the day, and everything like that. Okay, so here's gonna be my check-in makeup. I was at work and I figured I'm going to put it on so we can see how it lasts like throughout the day. This is how I would wear it like every day basically. I did not put a powder on it because I just wanted to see how it would last. I didn't want it too dry. I put some primer, foundation, concealer, eyeshadow, a little bit of brow product, and some lip balm just so we could have a natural thing just to see how it would last. I use a brush. This is, I believe, a bug bite. I don't think it's a pimple. I'm pretty sure it's a bug bite. Here, that's how it covered my pimple. Like right here. So, I could have used my sponge, but I just used a brush just so you could see how it looked while using the brush. I definitely think you can get more coverage using a beauty blender just to dab onto your spots that you want more coverage, but this is a first check-in and it is 9:57. Okay guys, so the foundation's been on for about an hour and a half now, and I find with this foundation you just need to give it the time to set, and I'm loving it. Now, what I found with this foundation was you could apply it and it wouldn't dry down too fast. It took a little bit of time to dry down, but I don't know if it's because, again, my skin is oily. I don't know if it's because I didn't put any setting powder, but I find how my face is right now, it's not too matte, which I really, really like because I'm not into like a full matte. It's matte, don't get me wrong, but it has that kind of shine to it. Maybe because I didn't set it, but this is exactly how I would wear my foundation. So it's still good up here, it's still good there, it's still good here, my neck is still good, everything is still really, really good with it. So far so good with the Mary Kay foundation, but just wanted to update you guys. Do a little bit of a wear test today because I've never done one of these. So if you guys like me doing wear tests, let me know. And also, let me know your favorite concealer down below in the description. I'm using my Guerlain one. I really like it, but I just like to try different concealers. So let me know your favorite concealer in the comments. Okay, so we're fresh after the gym. So it's about 3.5 hours since I put it on. And it's still looking pretty good. Like up here is not too bad. It's not too bad. Like it's still pretty good. There are some areas where I feel like I could have blended it a little bit better, but all in all, it's honestly not that bad. Here comes Owen, so I'll see you guys at his house or later. It is about 5 hours now that it's been on, and I'm just about to film this like review. So I noticed in the spots that I used a brush to like dab for extra coverage, it's not as blended as the rest of my face. Typically, I would use my Juno & Co sponge and it would blend out really nicely and you wouldn't have this. So I think the brush, all in all, is very, very good to give you that base. But if you want specific like spots, like this isn't bad because I really like blended this out. But like over here, I kind of like dabbed it and you can kind of see the difference. So if you wanted to have like a certain spot covered or higher coverage, then a sponge would probably be your best bet. But other than that, like it's still looking really, really fresh and nice, and I'm liking it. So I'm going to film my review and then probably check in with you guys pretty soon. It's not like breaking up on my skin. It's not looking too matte. It's not looking like, whoa, you have matte foundation, if you kind of get what I mean. But it's looking really, really nice. So I am happy with this. So it's currently 6:34 and I know it's supposed to last 12 hours, but I put it on around 9:30. It was 9:55 when I showed you guys my makeup. So it's going to be roughly about 8-9 hours of wear. I I'm done supper. I'm done doing everything I need to do. I just want to shower and I want to wash my makeup off. So this is about, you know, 9 hours of wear, and the foundation is still there. There are spots where it's like patchy, but that's like I was saying. I did pat the brush as opposed to using like a sponge or something. I don't think I would do anything different rather than just use the sponge to pat down where I want extra coverage. There are some spots where like oil came through. But again, I like that. I didn't use a setting powder. I didn't blot. I don't mind my face looking a little bit more dewy. Some came off on my chin, like you can tell. But I do want to mention that I wore it during work. I wore it for a workout. I wore it when I got home. I've been on the phone. My hair has been against my face. I've been like playing with the dog, laying down. So all in all, for it to look like this after 8-9 hours, I'm very, very impressed. So it is starting to rain, but this is the final check-in / update. Now I can go take off my makeup and just relax and edit and have this up for you guys for Wednesday. So I will see you guys Wednesday. So we are back now. When you guys are seeing this, this is probably about 5 hours that I've been wearing it, and obviously you went through like the check-in times throughout the day. I've been wearing this a lot, and I think it's a really, really good foundation if you wanted a nice natural matte foundation. I've had so many matte foundations in the past where they just did not look right on my skin. This is not heavy. This feels like you don't have anything on. It's very, very soft. It's very, very smooth. So if that's a type of foundation you're looking for, this is what you're gonna get. It's not too cakey. It is not heavy. So all in all, I have to say this is a very, very nice foundation. I would really, really want to try some of their other makeup products just to see how they work, because I'm very, very impressed with this foundation. It's matte, but it's not too matte. Like, my face still looks very, very nice, and this is how I would want my face to look every day with no matter what type of product I would use. If you do have oily skin, they also have these blotting cloths, which I personally love to use in the summer. There are 75 of these and they're really, really nice. So if you have oily skin and you know, want to make sure that your foundation stays matte, they do have some of these also. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I hope it was helpful. So go in the comments down below. Let me know one of your favorite foundations. If you prefer like a matte foundation, if you prefer a not oily, like a luminous foundation, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.